Leadership Podcast. We are the Gentleman's Bugle.
I'm Brother Benjamin Diamond from the Pride Sugihara.
And I am Marvin Silva from Pride Einstein, being the co-host of today's podcast. And today we have two guests.
I am Brother Raheem K from Pride of Mandela, the class of 2027's treasurer.
And I am Jareem Williams, principal of the Young Men's Leadership Academy. Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
All right, so we had some questions we wanted to ask you. We're going to start with...
Go ahead.
How have your first couple of weeks at YMLA been so far?
The first couple of weeks have been really good. My heart is full. It's great to be back home, right? For those that don't know, I was a teacher here at the school. And I was a teacher here for 7 years. Then I left, became an assistant principal, where I've been for the past 4 years. So now to come back, it's full circle, to be home, to be around the young men. And it's been moving. It's been moving. I love that the young men and the staff, they know exactly what they're doing. And because they know what they're doing, the building is moving. So I'm excited to be back home.
And we are happy to congratulate coming back, Mr. Williams. I'm sure some of our seniors and juniors have missed you. So we give you a warm welcome back to YMLA.
I appreciate it. Thank you. It's good to see familiar faces because I know I taught two of you. Sorry, Raheem. I left when you came.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
So, seeing that how new scholars are constantly coming in, especially our middle schoolers, what do you hope for our middle schoolers to be when they become high schoolers?
You know, one thing I've realized as a middle school teacher is that the middle schoolers are all extremely brand new to the culture. So my hope is that when they transition from middle school to high school, they really get to understand why we do what we do. Right? And what I mean by that is understand why we embody the creed, why we embody the mission, why we embody the prize, and more importantly, why we embody brotherhood. And I've seen some of that from my 7th and 8th graders so far. The 6th graders, they're still new. They're coming from various elementary schools or different schools in general, right? Rather charter, private, whatever it may be. So this is new for them. And being in an all-boys school is definitely new for them. So as they transition from middle to high, they really get to understand that people care for them and we embody everything that we say within our mission and creed and brotherhood here at YMLA.
So going on the topic about you saying our mission and creed, I wanted to ask Raheem, what did you first think when you got to this school about our mission and creed, having to say it like every morning for Quintus?
Having to say the mission creed every morning. So when I first came to the school, I didn't expect that at all. Like my other school, they did have something like that, servant leadership. But when you guys got into pride, perseverance, resilience, integrity, discipline, and excellence, the greeting, saying what college we're going to go to, the pride and everything, that's really unique that other schools don't do.
Yeah.
And that let everybody know about your future goals, and then it helps teachers and other people around you commit to that. It makes you're leading yourself the right way.
That's good, too.
To embody it.
You get to really embody it. You get to really live it.
That's right.
It's like consuming food every day. Every day I need to eat. Every day I need to drink water. And then when you come here, it's every day I'm going to live the mission and live the creed. And it's funny that you said that. If I may, I speak with a lot of the alum. When we have students who are 25, 26, married with the children, still say, I'm from the Pride of Sugihara. It blows my mind because you haven't been here in 8 years, 7 years, right? And some of them still know the mission and creed by heart, which is powerful. So they move differently. I'll even go a step further. I've seen students who've left Young Men's and now they're at other high schools and they still do the firm handshake. They still look at you in your eyes. They still let you know how life is going, and they're able to speak and move differently. So it really does transcend all of this. I get what you're saying. It's good.
Okay. Mr. Williams, I got a
Yes,
question
sir.
for you.
Go ahead. I didn't do it.
What are some key observations from our school that you have noticed so far?
Some key observations. Number one, when I left here, we had one building.
I feel like
One
that's
building,
the
right, that's the biggest observation. It was one building, a cafeteria, and portables. Now we have 4 buildings. and I've put in my steps walking
I
around.
feel like everyone does.
We all do, walking around all the different buildings for good reason, right? It shows that we're expanding. So that was like the biggest observation that I received when I first came on the campus. I kid you not. I was like, where's the parking lot? How do we, okay, so this is, okay, so high school is where, okay, middle school is. So that was definitely a big observation. Another big observation was the culture is still rich. I don't think people understand how powerful that is. For somebody to come in, whether you're a new teacher, new staff member, new student, you have no other choice but to commit and conform to the culture. If you can't commit and conform to the culture, it's kind of hard for you, little buddy. It's going to be hard. It's gonna be some rough days because it's beautiful to walk into the classrooms, right? And the students know the expectation. Students are standing, they're greeting you at the door. But what was beautiful, and I saw this today, so one young man, he introduced himself the YMLA way. He shook his hand, told me his pride, told me the school, and then his major. And one of the students close to the front said, "The objective, don't forget the objective." Just trying to push him, right? And that speaks a lot. So for me, the buildings, the culture, young men know how to respond accordingly. Big observation for me, you can't tell me that young men can't read, write, and lead. I would tell you, come right here to the Young Men's Leadership Academy. You can't tell me that young men don't know how to facilitate and take ownership of their learning. I would tell somebody, come right here to the Young Men's Leadership Academy. It is doable. What we need to do is learn how to teach to young men. That's the big difference. And some people, we falter with that. We expect young men to just sit down and write notes all day. And that's the easiest way for him to do something where there's an office referral. Because now I need to get up. I need to move. I need to walk around. I need to speak to someone. I need to see color. I need some music. Mm-hmm. We have to teach to the psyche of the young man. And when we do, man, they're reading above grade level. I have young men that want to hang out in the library, not just to sit down, but to actually read, to write, to annotate, right? So those are some big observations. It works here. It works here because we understand the heart of young men, right? So those are some of my big observations being here these past few weeks.
I actually want to add on to that question.
Go ahead.
I know I haven't been here before, right?
Okay.
And when you worked here before all this happened, what was right here? Was it just like before the high school building? Was it just land?
Yes, honestly, it was just land. That's what it was. So over here used to be like a football field / shot put field / break your ankles because you didn't know that the hole was there because of the shot put. So all of this was it was high reclaimed land. And this is where we would practice our football team, right? And then, of course, the expansion happened. And and of course, the expansion. And right where the courtyard is, there was a driveway because where the science classrooms are, that used to be the cafeteria. Yes.
Really?
Yes, sir.
I don't even remember
right
that
there.
one.
Because I think by the time y'all came, we already had the cafeteria that's built. But that was the original cafeteria for the building, right?
Wow.
So outside there, because that's why one of the doors has the key to come in, then the other door doesn't. Because the cafeteria, right there where the key area is, that's where the dumpster was. That's honestly what the dumpster was. And I'm not saying teachers used to sneak and park back there when they were late, but teachers used to sneak and park back there when they were late. Not me. My sneaky area was somewhere else, not there. So now I know all the areas. I'm like, okay.
You mentioned our football team, right? How they practice over here. We wanted to ask, this is people have been dying to ask this question, or they want to know the answer. Do you hope to bring back football for YMLA?
Oh, that's a heavy question.
We want football.
I do. I want to play football.
So here's where I am. So when football was taken away, it was due to the safety of the students, right? The student athletes or scholar athletes, if you will. So what was happening is that we were placed in the 6A ranking. Our scholar athletes were playing both sides of the ball against schools who had depth. They had
substitutions and everything.
depth, and we didn't. They had first string, second, third, fourth. We had a string, right? So where I am is definitely the safety of the scholars first, because I've heard people say that we want to play football, and I get it, I respect it, right? But I look at the safety of the scholars. Now I do know that UIL, they change their standings every 2 years. So I know right now we're finishing up. Well, let me not fabricate something. I know I think we're in 3A right now, 3A or 4A right
3A.
now, 3A right now. Thank you.
Yeah.
So that may change. And 3A means smaller schools, right, when it comes to UIL. But to be very transparent, it really is the safety. It truly, truly is about the safety of the students. I would rather you all are safe than anything else, right? Especially going up against schools that have a depth, right? So that's honestly where I am when it comes to football, because I know people are like, we want to play it, and I get it, and I love watching a good football game. And I mean, the school that I'm coming from, they're the reigning state champions. I mean, I know good football when I see it.
That's really good to hear, though. Principal that really cares for us.
So, but the safety is important for me.
I feel like we could take like a lot of big schools, especially Duncanville.
No.
I did not co-sign that. I want to be known. I did not co-sign that.
I'll stand on this claim till I die.
Yeah,
I get football, though, but what about the track, though? The track is in shambles.
You're absolutely right. It's funny you said that. That was actually one of my observations, right? And as a track coach or a former track coach who had young men's, that saddens my heart, because it's great that we have the beautiful buildings, but then what about our track, right? So that's something that I'm working towards. I've made certain personnel aware outside of the school, and people do know about it. So for me, it's let's see what can be done when it comes to that track. Yeah. Because y'all do deserve a good track. Y'all do deserve a good track. Okay? Y'all do deserve a good track.
All right, shifting back to football, we wanted to know, because most of us weren't here for that football season when, our school actually had football. We want to know, how good were we back then until we got moved to 6A?
Ooh, good question.
We made it to, I think I'm going to butcher it. We made it to the first round of the playoffs.
Really?
There was a year we made it to the first round of the playoffs. If you come to my office, you'll actually see my name card on it from 2017 when we made it. That there was 1 year where our school was one of a few schools in Fort Worth ISD which made it to the first round of playoffs in football and basketball within that same year, right? You can definitely ask Coach Heath about it because he would know more. But that's how far we were able to make it. And at that time, we didn't have the equipment that you see in the gym. Imagine if we had the equipment. Imagine if we had the personnel that we had then. It would be totally different, right? So that's how good we were. Coach Heath was able to have a team where he had a defensive coordinator, an offensive coordinator, and then he had coaches for different positions, right? Which was necessary to move the football program. And like I said, if we had the equipment, then hey, I mean, because right now we have former students. Now most of them graduated from from college, who went on to college and they played football at the collegiate level based on the work that Coach Heath and the coaches, myself and other coaches, we put in, right? So
Now for the question on everyone's mind. What is your opinion on this phone ban? I knew this would hit a little hard.
My opinion on the phone, it's good to see people pulled away from this because I've seen how this can become an addiction. It's good to see people communicating. I appreciate where the phone ban is stated during class, no phone. I appreciate that aspect of it because at that point you can actually do work. There was one time, even before the phone ban law came to be, where we would always try to find ways. Technology is here. Technology is on the rise. Technology is coming. How can we use technology and incorporate it in the classrooms? But we've come to a place where people become they come out of the womb and they're like this. I see babies holding up iPads. I see 1-year-olds knowing the password to get into their parents' phone already before they can honestly read and write. And this raises children, right? So for us to say, hey, put this on the side and actually work, put this on the side and actually read is something totally different. I saw young men playing Unos and playing card games, and people may turn around and say, hey, we shouldn't be playing Uno. Hey, we shouldn't be playing card games. But that teaches teamwork, right? That teaches responsibility. That teaches communication right then and there. I've seen how it has been useful before and used for positive reinforcements. People are able to come together and speak more fluently and fluidly, which is good because most of the time we're just stuck here the entire time. So I appreciate that aspect, really. I really do appreciate that aspect of the phone ban where students are actually able to get work done.
I feel what you mean right there because my sister is one of those that was raised with my tablet.
Yeah.
And instead of typing things out, she uses the microphone because she don't know how to spell. It's terrible.
Yeah.
But also, having phones in school, a lot of people probably don't do work, stay on their phone all the time. But that what also separates the people that don't work and the people that do work.
Yeah.
And that could be a good thing because we want to have a distinction of the people that want to go to college and people that don't. And let's see. Other people could use the phone for things like in the hallways where they have the QR codes. You can use it for your yearbook or to find out which class you need when the teacher's gone. See, I'm thinking leaving the phones alone would probably be a good thing.
Yes.
Because the people who actually want to go to college need their phone for other things like getting into Google Classroom,
Right.
Accessing other things when their
Right.
laptops are not working.
Right.
And just taking it all away
Right.
just strips them from backup, basically.
So let me push by saying this because I like where your thought process is going. So while you were speaking, only one word came to mind: discipline. Discipline, self-control. What does that look like? See, I wasn't raised in the era of phones. I don't know if y'all ever watched this old TV show called Saved by the Bell, but there's an old TV show called Saved by the Bell, and one of the main characters, his name was Zach Morris, and Zach Morris had this big, black, clunky, remote-looking phone, and we thought that was the most rad thing out there, right? But I said that to say we weren't raised on phones, so we had to find ways to get around different things, right? Our issue was the game systems and the TVs. So we had to learn discipline. Before you can watch TV during the week, you had to make sure you complete your homework. My parents were very adamant that we only play our video games, which was a Nintendo, because now I'm aging myself, a Super Nintendo, not a Nintendo 64, any of those, like a Nintendo. 4 little buttons right here. My parents were adamant that we only play the Nintendo like on summer vacation and Christmas vacation and Easter vacation, like that was it. So, and then during the week, we can only watch TV, like I said, if we, once we complete the homework. And that stuck with me. They carried through. So to add to your point, what does discipline look like for those students who are in college and they need to get onto Google Classroom or they need to get onto the Canvas or whatever they need to access, or the Blackboard in order for them to access their work, right? But we need to be able to say, hey, I'm going to put this to the side right there. I kid you not, I've had moments where I don't even check my phone because I wasn't raised with the phone, right? And that's my form of discipline. That's my form of self-control, to just step back from it because I don't need it. It's necessary, but I don't need it. But that was the one word that came to mind. It's like the discipline. All
right, so we wanted to break up some of the more serious questions with just fun, silly questions.
Okay.
So first up, would you rather ride an elephant or a horse? Marvin?
Oh, I want to ride an elephant, man, because I already rode horses before. It's nothing, too special. It's kind of, it hurts your legs, but that's pretty much it. I feel like with an elephant, you have more surface area to sit in, so it'll be more comfortable.
You serious?
Yeah.
I choose a horse because horses move way faster.
Okay.
You get to feel the breeze and actually enjoy the ride instead of like a slow walking big thing is in the way.
What's wrong with the slow walking though? Like, what if you say it's afternoon, man? I want to enjoy the scenery with the elephant. I want to, see the sunset go down. I want to see the mountains.
That's good. I like both. Have you ever ridden a horse before?
I've ridden a horse before. It was very fun.
So I've done horseback riding too. It's a whole lot of fun. I'm with you, Marvin. I really want to be able to ride an elephant. I don't know what it's called. There's a name for it, where in different countries there is a setting on top of the elephant itself, and people are able to ride through the cities or ride through the various areas. And I'm the same way. I would want to see what that looks like, the sunset, to just take in the beauty of it. I love horseback riding, and to be quite frank, horseback riding is therapeutic. I like to go on just the different trails and just explore the different areas. And it's a time to just sit back and chill. Not in this hot weather, though. I'm gonna save that for probably October, but not right now.
Probably swimming. Yeah, I'll probably go swimming with my
Yes,
horse, but not
absolutely.
in this weather.
No, not in this weather.
I've got to say, I think I might be with Raheem on this one. I'm taking the horse because okay, hold on. I've ridden an elephant before. It's
Really?
Yeah, what is it? There was this, I think it might have been Dallas Zoo was doing some exhibit with it, but it doesn't feel like anything special. It really just doesn't. But I mean, I just don't like riding animals anyways.
Yeah, but here's the thing. You went in a controlled area. Imagine being out in the wild riding an actual elephant. You could, see the savannah, see different wild animals. You could see a cougar or something.
You can see that on a horse.
He said the
yeah, but
savannah.
I
thought
feel
of the
safer on top of
Serengeti.
an elephant, though.
Safer?
Yes.
Anything could
Oh.
attack an elephant. Anything could attack a horse. Either way.
Yeah, but who's going to last longer, a horse or an elephant?
A horse can run away.
Okay.
Elephant may be big, but I mean, being tanky only get you so far.
All right. Since Miss Smith clearly, well, okay. Well, I mainly want to know your accent. Where's your accent from originally?
Stop 6, Fort Worth, Texas. What do you mean? Just help me.
You don't got to lie now. We ain't never from there. Definitely not.
I am born and raised in the Caribbean. I was raised in the Virgin Islands. Yes, sir. I grew up in the British Virgin Islands, Tortola in the British Virgin Islands, where I was raised, and that's where you hear the accent. And what's funny is being here, people would tell me that they hear my accent back home. When I go home, people would say, "You don't sound like us anymore. You sound like you live in America."
Really?
Yes, indeed. So it's a confusion in wherever I go. So I'm just at this point. It is what it is. But that's where you're hearing. What do you hear? Let me ask you that.
I hear like a mix of both. I hear
Very
the mix-
British.
Yeah, very British,
Okay.
but like more, like someone who's been living in America for a long time. I can hear the mix.
I can't hear that. I only hear
I
British.
But oh yeah, that's what I get from both. Whenever I'm here, whenever I go home. But the code switching is real because I can go home and I can switch in our dialect very quickly. As we have the accent, but then the dialect is our broken English, our broken language. So there's certain phrases and things that we say back home. Don't ask me. When I'm back home and I'm around my people, then it comes. Or else I would tell you, because what typically happens is people are like, okay, so say something from the Virgin Islands, and I'm like, I need to be around the people.
Yeah.
When I'm around my family, I kid you not, as soon as I step off the boat, literally, boom, it just comes.
It's comes
That's
naturally.
It just comes. It just flows.
I feel like it does for everyone when they go to their homeland, especially for me back in Mexico when I went to go visit. It came like naturally like that.
I'm saying like me in the U.S., I'm just like always there. You know?
All right, moving on to the next question. This is more like, if you could fight anyone, if you could fight 100 Marines or 100 Mongolian Raiders, which one would you choose personally?
100 Marines or 100
Mongolian Raiders.
What's the C option? What's option C?
Nah, it's more like, what's the weapon?
That too.
I don't know.
Is it a pen?
It's
like
hand-to-hand.
hand-to-hand combat.
Ooh.
Woo! That's good. That's good. You know what? I'll do Mongolian.
Mongolian
And I'll tell
Raiders?
you why. We know enough about the Marines. I know what they can do.
ooh.
I don't know what they can do. Like, you hear, but you really don't know. So part of me is like, I want to go in and be like that baby in the meme. Turn around like, whoa, okay. No, so I would do the Mongolian, yeah.
What about you, Raheem? What would you choose?
You know, I say the same thing, the Mongolian, because if you think about it, fighting has been what's it called? Changing over the years, and they all have been adding stacked onto each other, and they use it inside the Marines. So it's all very, what do you call it?
Mixed combat.
Mixed combat. So they know a lot different ways, but they're probably the Mongolian Raiders probably have one certain way to do it, and I could just easily crack that out.
All right, what about you, Ben? What do you choose?
It's a hard one to choose because both groups are just very good at what they do. But I think I'd have to take the Marines on this one. Not for the. I know I can't physically beat them in a fight, but Mongolians don't speak English, but Marines do. I can try to reason, and maybe.
There is no
Nah.
reason, only war.
It's just fight, man. It's just
Only
fight.
fighting,
Just
only
hands. They only
fighting,
talk
no
with
reasoning.
hands.
Yeah, maybe
But
you're right.
I agree with Ben. I'm going for the Marines. I want to go out with, I want them speaking highly of me if I actually manage to land a few licks in with the Marines. Because, you go to toe-to-toe with 100 Marines. People are going to speak good about you if you do. Even if it's a winner. Okay.
Or they might say, wow, he just got beat up.
Oh, they will be the same with the Mongolians, too. Wow, he got beat up by 100 Mongolians. It's a, lose-lose situation.
They just
All right. Thank you, Mr. Williams. Unfortunately, that is all the time we have today. So we will be wrapping it up. And once again, thank you for coming to our podcast. Please, viewers, have a good day and stay safe.
Thank you, gentlemen. It was a good one.
From knowing what happens out there. It's not my